Hello.
Hello.
Welcome to So You Think You're Iconic, the podcast where I turned 25 and everything went to hell.
It kind of did, didn't it?
It kind of did. I'm convinced the Lord is like, your time is over. Wrap it up.
Yeah, this is a taste of what will happen every year you get older.
Mhm.
And so,
Yep. I will get you. You
yeah,
keep evading me, but I will get you.
yeah, yeah. Takes more than that to kill a bad bitch, but
Yeah, it takes way more than that to kill a bad bitch. You're going to have to destroy this planet to destroy me.
I'm way too powerful.
I'm way too powerful for all of this. Yay. So, last week was my birthday.
Yes, it was.
Yay. I'm
Yay.
25 now. I have my powers now.
Yes, you do.
I do. I'm not really supposed to talk about it, so shh.
Yeah, yeah. When you turn 25, you get a letter in the mail,
Yeah.
and it's a huge like NDA thing.
Mhm.
So when you turn 25, you will also get to experience this. I experienced it a couple months ago. Jordan
Yeah.
is going through it.
Yeah.
Hmm.
So, other than like the Lord trying to like take me away, I have powers now. So that's great.
Yes,
Super
yes.
fun.
Love that for
Do
you.
y'all want to hear how this magnificent trip went?
Yes, let's tell them.
2 hours into our way there, a car accident happened in front of us, and we had to like drive off the road.
Yes, Jordan's a great driver.
I'm an amazing driver. I saved our lives.
Yes, because that would have been horrifying if
Yeah,
we got into that
Kelley
accident.
would have killed us if she was driving.
Uh,
Kelley would have killed us.
yeah,
We would have died.
yeah, maybe.
Yeah, probably. I but it's all me. I kept us alive. I got
Yeah,
us
you
to
kept
our
us alive.
destination,
Yeah, yeah.
and then I just kept driving. I just kept driving after like nothing had happened.
Yeah, we were all fine. I was a little shaken up, but
Yeah,
Jordan was like, "What do you mean?
right. We were fine. Kelly was
We're
over there
fine.
hyperventilating, and I was like, "We're fine. We're not dead. keep keep it moving."
I've got things to do. I've got an itinerary."
Mm-hmm. And then the next day, I got slapped in the face by a bug,
Yes, you did.
like the biggest fucking bug I've ever seen in my entire life. Just flew straight into my face.
And I don't know, like, what happened um, for these bugs to be coming out because I've never seen them down there before. But these things were
They
huge,
were huge.
and Jordan just happened to get slapped in the face by one.
Mm-hmm. Just walking down the street with hundreds of people around us, and I get
Mm-hmm.
slapped in the face by one.
Yeah, I didn't even see it happen. I was walking behind him, and then just this man just like flinches so hard, and I'm like, "What is going on?"
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And then what happened after that? Did anything else happen? I feel like that's it. I feel like that's like the tip of what happened.
I mean, other than you dying when you were finally
Oh,
home.
yes. Yes. When we
Yes.
get back home, everything's fine. We all go get Mexican food before we all go our separate ways. Um, we all eat our food, we're fine. I get to my location, I take a little nap. I wake up, my stomach is kind of hurting, and I'm like, oh, okay.
Uh oh.
Like I didn't poop as much as I usually do. So I was like, maybe blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
Explosive diarrhea. And
Yeah.
then after the explosive diarrhea, I was like, I feel like I need to barf. I was like, I can't barf. I can't barf. Threw up
Yes, you
that
can.
entire fucking burrito.
Yeah.
And then that led into me being sick with a stomach bug, food poisoning, who knows, for
Something.
2 days. I had to call off of work
Yeah.
even after I had already not
It,
been at
been at
work.
work. Yeah. Yeah. It's been a week for Jordan.
Yeah, yeah. But you know what? I got through it.
Yeah, you did. You
I'm
lived.
I'm better now.
Mm-hmm.
I don't feel like death anymore. My body
Good for
isn't
you.
aching anymore. I've been having solid poops. It's been great.
It's been great. You
It's been
haven't
great.
thrown up. It's amazing. You've eaten solid meals.
Yeah, I've eaten solid meals. I went out yesterday with a friend, so I'm good.
Yeah, we're fine.
I'm all good. Anything else happen to you, Kelly?
Um, I don't think so. I've had a pretty chill week. I did go see Thor: Love and Thunder.
I did too. I saw it yesterday.
Did you like it?
It was okay.
Yeah, it was. I don't know if this like makes anybody mad, but I thought it was kind of mid.
I liked Doctor Strange better, if I'm being completely
Yeah,
honest. I liked
yeah,
Doctor Strange better.
yeah. I feel like the Thor movies after like Ragnarok is just leaning way too hard into like the comedy.
I don't mind the comedy.
I don't mind it either, but like, ugh,
I didn't
I don't
mind the
know.
comedy. I just was like, there's not enough time to tell this story. Like literally, I blinked
Yeah,
and they were fighting the bad guy, and I was like,
yeah,
the movie just started.
yeah. Also, I feel like there wasn't a lot of fighting.
There wasn't, but it's fine.
It's fine.
It's
It all
fine,
worked out. Also, we're getting Hercules now.
I guess.
Spoiler alert, sorry. For
By
anybody
the
who
time
hasn't
they
seen it
hear
yet.
this movie has been out for a month.
Okay.
It's fine.
Okay. But yeah, we're getting Hercules now. So
Mhm.
that's that.
That's great.
And our next Marvel movie is another Black Panther.
Yeah.
I'm interested in how they're going to do this.
I don't know how they're going to do a Black Panther movie without Black Panther, but
I know. I know.
we'll see.
I'm like, are they gonna pull what they did with War Machine when they recast him, and they
Just,
made
I don't
they
think
made
they're
that comment
recasting.
they made that comment where it's like, oh, you look different.
I don't think they're recasting
You don't
them.
think they're
I
recasting?
don't think they're recasting.
Yeah, I don't know, because
I heard a
yeah, I don't
rumor.
know.
I
Oh,
heard
really?
I heard a rumor.
What's the rumor?
This is a rumor, y'all. This is not set in stone. That like
Mm.
Shuri was going to become Black Panther.
I was thinking they were gonna do that.
I don't know how I feel about that. I'm still processing. I don't know.
Yeah, don't know.
I need to see a trailer. When is
Yeah,
Comic Con? I feel like that's when a trailer is going to come out. When Comic Con comes out,
I thought Comic Con
we
already
can.
happened. No,
I thought it was
I
in
thought
like
that was a June thing.
I thought it was like end of summer, like August or September or something.
Um,
Which who considers September summer?
September is fall.
September is
Oh,
fall.
it's in a couple weeks actually.
Oh, cool.
21 to 24.
Oh, okay. Cool. Like 2 weeks for us.
Yeah.
By the
Yeah,
time
2
you're
weeks for
hearing
us.
this, it has
It's
been out.
probably happened.
You've been seeing the trailer.
Yeah, you've been known. You're listening to this from the future. Ooh.
Ooh. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know what's happening with the MCU right now.
Mm.
Uh,
Does anybody?
no,
Oh, no.
no. I don't even think they know what they're doing.
Yeah, I don't think so either.
So yeah, Black Panther is probably the one I'm most looking forward to. And then does the Marvels come out this phase, or is that going to be next phase? I don't
I thought
know.
that was next phase.
I might be excited for that. I need to know details first.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, hopefully something's happening.
Yeah. Hopefully something good is happening.
Yeah, yeah. Hopefully they're setting
Let's
something up.
clarify.
I will say I like Miss Marvel. I'm having a fun time watching Miss Marvel.
I haven't seen any of Miss Marvel
I
yet.
don't know. I don't really know what the point of it is, but I'm having fun. I'm having fun.
Don't think about it. Just
Yeah,
watch it.
yeah. I'm just going with vibes. Oh my
Solid.
gosh. Okay, Kelly. So I think it's time that we talk about this movie. Also, we
Yes.
should preface we watched this movie separately when we did our
Yes, we
notes.
did.
And then while we were on my birthday trip, the movie came on TV and we watched it together.
Yeah, we literally watched the last half together.
Yeah. So just so you know, just for like transparency.
Yeah, just for transparency.
We watched some of this movie together.
Yeah, which is, we've never really done that before. Which
We've
is
never done that before.
Kind of nice.
Yeah.
So now I can make my comments to you, and you'll like actually be there for real feedback.
Yeah.
I don't have to wait. Okay. So this week we are talking about Bride Wars. So we start this movie off with a little montage of two little girls playing at having a wedding. And these two girls are Emma and Liv, and they go with their parents to the Plaza Hotel in June for tea, and they witness a wedding happening in the same building, and they make that as their life goal to get married in June at the Plaza Hotel.
Their parents did not raise them right.
No.
Like their goal in life is to get married.
Married.
Come on.
Yeah. Like I know some people like dream about their wedding, but they did a lot more than just dream about their wedding.
I don't even know why people dream about weddings. Weddings are scams. You're being scammed. Like literally, they charge you more for everything. Like if you get a cake, if it's a wedding cake, they'll charge you more. If you buy a venue for a wedding instead of like a party, they charge you
more. Yeah.
1 second. Why is my dog like screaming?
Okay.
1 second.
Okay.
So stupid.
What happened?
He's so dumb. He trapped himself in his like cage again. Oh, yesterday he has like a little cage outside that we don't even really use. And it opens like inward. So he somehow got inside of that. Don't know how he did it. And then like he kind of like closed it. And so he couldn't figure out how to get out. And it was like half open. And he still couldn't figure out how to get it out. He's so dumb.
He saw the opening and felt like, I'm way too big for that.
He was like, I can't do this. And then I pushed it like an inch inward, and he was like, oh, and then used his head to get out. And he was outside screaming.
He just needs some help.
He's dumb. I miss Diamond.
We love you, Diamond. Okay. Anyway, we watch as they like gather things for their like upcoming wedding and say they're going to get married at 16. Which,
perfect age.
Perfect age to get married. Very mature, very legal.
Very legal.
But now we see grown-up Emma and Liv, critique a wedding that they're at when their respective boyfriends come to get them when the bouquet is about to be thrown. A very drunk bride.
Being drunk at your own wedding, iconic.
We love this behavior. Continue.
Yeah.
She throws the bouquet, and it looks like both of them are about to catch it. And we learn through narration that even though these girls love each other a lot, they are about to just go head to head, go to war, and they don't even know it yet. So Liv and Emma are doing some cardio until Liv leaves for work, saying that she has an important meeting to go to. Emma, who is a middle school teacher, gets caught by another teacher, Deb, who tries to get her to take over for her debate team, even though Emma is literally covering for everything else Deb is supposed to be doing. But she kind of puts her foot down, but gets saddled with covering her study halls instead.
which is actually a better trade, if I'm
Which,
being
yeah,
completely
actually,
honest.
yeah,
But let me say this. Why does Deb keep volunteering for all of this stuff?
right,
Is she doesn't want to do it?
right. Like I feel like that's a worse reflection on her if she agrees to do something and then doesn't do
And
it.
then yeah, and then constantly keeps dropping out.
Yeah, she should have just said no to
You're
everything in the
right.
first
Like, no,
place.
I don't want to do that.
Right. Also, Emma, please grow a spine.
Please grow a spine.
Even I would have said something, and I hate confrontation.
I hate confrontation up to a point.
Yeah,
Like up to a point. Like if it starts getting ridiculous, like I'm gonna say something.
yeah, because this is way past ridiculous what Emma is doing.
Mm-hmm.
So after work, Emma and Liv talk about their day, and at Liv's apartment, she helps Emma get ready for a girls' night out. When they find an engagement ring, or what they assume to be an engagement ring from Tiffany's. Liv tries to open it, but Emma stops her, saying that her, well, to be fiance, Daniel, should see her reaction to the ring
I'm
and
not that
not.
type of friend. I would have told her to look at it. I would have been like, look at it. Go ahead.
You know what? I would have wanted to see it. Like if I was Emma, I would have been like, let me look at it.
Yeah, let me look at it. I'll
Let
I'll
me
give
look
you
at it.
I won't say anything, but I'll
Yeah,
wink at you if it's good.
yeah, yeah. Like I'll totally let you know if this is it. Later that night, Emma and Liv go to meet with their friends, and Liv prematurely announces and celebrates her engagement. Liv's brother Nate then arrives and she tells him as well and congratulates her. Um, but Liv walks out and Emma goes after her because she regrets not being able to celebrate this milestone with her parents.
Mhm.
What happened to your parents? We
We
know.
never know. We never know. Also, I had to like pause because that guy who plays Nate is in like every single like I'd say like 2007 to 2000 and like 12, 13 rom-com. All of them.
Really?
I've seen like we literally just saw him in Friends with Benefits.
Oh,
I've seen
that's
him in
true.
so many rom-coms. They need to stop putting him in rom-coms.
He's really been typecast, can I just say?
He's not even that good of an actor. I don't understand why they keep
He
throwing him in rom-coms.
he just looks nice.
I mean,
He looks like the best friend type, you know
he
what I'm
looks like a
saying?
slightly above average white man. Like I I'm not seeing it, but maybe he's very nice. Maybe he's just like the
Maybe.
sweetest person ever. And people are like, sure, why not?
Yeah. Yeah. Literally his personality is what gets him in.
Yeah. He's like, they're like, you know what? You weren't the best actor, but
Yeah.
you'll be very easy to work with. So
Right.
let's
Right.
just
Like
do this.
everyone loves working with you.
Yeah. They're
So
like, I loved you on One Tree Hill.
yeah,
So
exactly. Exactly.
maybe you can get me Chad Michael Murray's number. So
Oh my
come on over.
gosh. That's awesome. Poor guy. His whole career is built on friendship, which I mean is not a bad
Not a
like
bad
thing.
thing. Not a bad thing.
um, but Emma reassures her that they'd be proud for her and everything. Um, Later, some other night, Emma and Fletcher, her boyfriend, are having Chinese takeout.
I
And when
thought
they
this
go
was
to,
that same night. Was it not the same night?
she's wearing a different outfit.
Oh,
It
okay.
could be that the same night. I don't know. Um, they go to, oh, no, it has to be a different night because when she calls Liv, she says that her engagement still hasn't happened yet.
Oh,
The
okay.
proposal still hasn't happened
Yeah,
yet.
yeah, yeah, okay.
Um, so they go to open the fortune cookies, and Emma finds a ring in hers. Fletcher proposes,
How'd
and
he do
Emma
that?
specially made.
Like he went down to like the factory and was like, "Hey, I've got a project for you."
Yeah, I don't know how does that work.
Because yeah, I don't understand.
Yeah, I
I don't know how they did that.
don't because you have to bake it.
Yeah, you have to bake it.
Uh,
I don't know how he did it.
I don't
Magic.
either. I feel like I'm gonna have to look that up later.
But lame ass dudes can always do the most incredible tricks. Always.
Really,
Always. If your
Uh,
man is pulling out what seems like impossible things, he's probably lame. He's probably
yeah.
not the one for you.
Yeah. Also, if his name is Fletcher in the good year of early 2000,
Right. And he's not a 5-year-old, drop
yeah,
him.
or like 86.
Yeah.
Like
Fletcher
I
is not a
know
grown man's name.
it's not like I understand the the J name thing, like stay away from people with J names, but stay away from men who are named Fletcher and they're
Mhm.
not 86 or like 2 years old.
Yeah.
Sorry, because that nickname would be Fletch, and
Mm.
no, sorry, sorry. He's a 10, but his name is Fletcher.
His name is Fletcher.
So Fletcher proposes, and Emma accepts and immediately calls Liv, who says her own proposal hasn't happened yet, but stops and asks about Emma's ring, which she describes in great detail. I don't know what any of it means.
Yeah. Who knows?
Who knows? Emma then calls Marissa, Amy, and I assume her name is Kathy.
They have names.
Yes, Marissa and Amy definitely have names. The drunk bride, I don't know if her name is actually Kathy.
I know her real
But...
name because I listen to a podcast that she does with her husband sometimes.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm
It's
just
called
gonna.
Why Did This Get Made? It's a podcast about
Oh,
bad movies. You should all listen to it. It's great.
wow. Sounds good.
Hilarious. I listened to the last episode I listened to was the episode on a movie that we also did.
Which one?
Um, was it Holiday in Handcuffs?
Oh,
They
yes.
went on like a 15-minute rant about how hairless Mario Lopez is, and I laughed the entire time.
True. Um, but anyway, all three of these ladies cope with the news in their own way.
They're haters.
They're haters, even though Kathy's happily
Married.
married.
She's not happily married,
Happily,
but she's
yeah, happily
married
is questionable. Yeah, she's already married.
because literally she's like still looking at like the presents from her wedding day, and she's
Yeah,
already
yeah.
like, I hate you.
Yeah. And she's looking at like a gift that she got that she does not like. And she's like, well, guess you're going to Emma
Right?
now.
You're getting this.
Yeah. On their workout the next day, Emma and Liv discuss Emma's upcoming wedding details when Emma announces that she's going to be meeting Marion St. Clair, a very high class wedding planner, and how she has to book the plaza when Liv gets upset that her own engagement hasn't happened yet. Way to rain on her parade, though, can I just say?
Yeah.
Liv, because she's so upset, then runs all the way to Daniel's office and asks if he wants to marry her to just do it. The look on his face tells Liv that what's in the Tiffany box is not a ring, and that if it's some keychain or a little janky Tiffany bracelet, she's going to kill herself and bring him down as well. It turns out that he was planning to propose that night and decides to do it then because she already knows, which she accepts. Liv and Emma then show up to Marion St. Clair's office together. How Liv also got an appointment,
I don't know.
I don't know.
Didn't make any sense.
It didn't. And when they enter her office, they fangirl about how much they love her and stuff, and she just tells them to sit down. Marion gets right to business and says that there are 3 openings for the plaza in June, and Liv takes the 6th in honor of her parents' anniversary, and Emma takes the 26th. They sign contracts and briefly discuss themes before her next client comes in.
That was the worst consultation I'd ever seen in my entire life.
It was terrible.
It was so bad.
Marion barely said anything. She literally was like, pick a date.
Yeah.
And then let's discuss themes. The minute they start talking about themes, she's like, okay, I can't.
Yeah, she was like, this was great, but I have another appointment in 5 minutes. And I'm just like, what? Like,
right.
They just got
like,
here.
Right. You're supposed to like spend maybe an hour with each bride.
Yeah. Be like, which room would you like?
Yeah. Learn about the groom. What are their ideas? Like,
yeah.
you're supposed to like brainstorm and mood
talk
board.
about stuff.
Right. How she is the top wedding planner, I do not know.
I don't know either.
So the girls then each get a packet from Marion's assistant and freak out outside of the office because of the luck of getting a June date at the plaza.
Mm-hmm.
Marion tells us through narration that their dates put them 3 months away.
I chuckled.
From their, yeah.
I was like, how do you plan a wedding of this magnitude in 3 months?
Yeah.
Like, they have money.
Yeah, like you have to, like, honestly, you at that point you have to save the dates immediately. Because it's 3 months away. Depending on where your family lives, they're gonna have to fly in or something and get like hotels and stuff. A wedding dress, if you're getting things custom made, it takes months, and then getting an alteration also takes months.
Yeah.
Also, the availability for caterers and stuff like that.
For caterers, yeah.
How?
Event staff.
Yeah.
Hmm.
How they were ever able to get all of this done in 3 months, I will never know.
I don't either.
Honestly, later when they give Emma a different date 3 years down the road, I would have taken that.
Right.
Because that gives you so much more time.
And I want to know, how did the plaza have open dates for 3 months in advance for like 3 months later, but not any other available dates?
Right.
It was just
I get that they wanted June specifically, but like, come on.
You telling me next June they didn't have
anything? Next June? Right. But 3 months later, they somehow have an opening.
Also, why June? It's such a weird month.
It's that whole like, I don't know if it's a stigma, but that like dream that like was perpetuated in like the 50s and 60s where you had to have a summer wedding.
Summer weddings low-key suck.
Weddings like high-key suck.
Like the dream would be like early fall. Like, that's a good time to get married.
Yes. Do you remember when we did that fake wedding project in high school?
Yes.
Literally, I put my wedding date for late November, like late November.
I don't remember my date, but I remember I had a beach wedding in La Jolla.
Did you?
I did.
Oh, okay.
It was great. I think it was at a country club or something.
Really?
I don't really remember. I probably threw that shit out like the day we like graduated. Like that day that we like emptied out like our lockers. I threw everything out. I was like, nope.
I made mine a PowerPoint, so it's still somewhere in my Google like account or whatever. But my reception happened at a winery in Napa.
Oh, look at you, being all fancy.
I know. Anyway, we then get a montage of Liv and Emma kind of planning their wedding details together because they are now each other's maid of honor.
Yeah.
While dress shopping, Liv and Emma find a Vera Wang dress that they both love, and Emma passes on the dress. But
it looked okay.
Yeah, it gave me like prom season 2010 to like 2014.
Was this the one that had like the ribbon thingy on it?
Mm-hmm, the little purple ribbon.
Yeah, I didn't like that. I didn't like that.
Yeah, I didn't really like it either. It was very simple.
Yeah.
Too. Also, it was a ball gown, and I don't particularly like ball gown wedding dresses. Anyway, Emma passes on the dress, even though she clearly loves it because she says she's wearing her mom's dress.
Weird. Weird.
I mean, it wasn't a terrible dress.
That's not even the point.
It's not. But
I think it's just weird to wear someone else's wedding dress.
I think people count that as like there's something borrowed. I guess I don't know.
I don't
do
understand.
People still do that?
I don't think so. Okay. We don't do that in Black families. I
don't know. I think my mom may have. I don't remember. But anyway, Liv tries the dress on and she loves it. And the like dress attendant, shop worker, warns Liv that if she's going to get it, the dress cannot be altered because you do not alter a Vera Wang, you alter yourself to fit the dress. And Liv says that
I'm
she's a
gonna do
control
whatever
freak.
I want to with my dress.
Right.
If I want to hand paint it red, I will do that.
Exactly.
Don't tell me what to do with my dress.
I am paying so much money for this dress. I will do whatever I want.
Yeah.
But Liv reassures her that she will not lose control because she's a control freak and will not gain any more weight. So Liv takes the dress and Emma looks a little disappointed when they get a call from Marion. At her office, Marion explains that there's been a terrible mix-up and their weddings are now booked on the same date after her assistant mixed up their dates and another client's up with the plaza.
Didn't Marion set up these dates?
Yes.
Marion most definitely set up these. This is not the assistant's fault.
Maybe the assistant called the plaza and was like, hey, here are the dates for these people, and just mixed them up.
Well, we're never shown that. So as far as I know, this is all Marion's fault.
And as far as I know, there were 3 dates available, right?
No, 3. Yeah, there were 3 dates, but 2 of them were on the same day.
Oh, I thought it was like the 6th, another date, and then the 20 something, the 26th.
No, it was the 6th and then the 26th.
Okay, the 2. Okay, 6 and the 26th. Okay.
Also, why is Marion not fixing this problem? Like, this is her problem to fix. And she's like, there's nothing I can do. And I'm like, there really is. There really is something you can do. Yeah. Since they scheduled first, you tell that bride she either moves her date to June 6th.
June 6th or wait
3 years in the future.
Right, exactly. Marion takes no responsibility for this.
No.
Like, I get that maybe her assistant did something, but it's her problem.
It's still her problem.
It's her problem. Yeah.
Like, this is your business. This is your problem.
Right. And like, if you are a wedding planner, I'm sure you have a good relationship with the Plaza Hotel.
Yeah.
Just talk about it.
Talk to them.
Come on.
Be like, hey, what other stuff do you have going on this date? Right. We can bump it, right?
Yeah, right. We could just move something.
As a personal favor for all the business I've brought you.
Exactly. But anyway, Marion says that another June date is available, which Emma almost goes to accept, but doesn't when she finds out it's 3 years later. Liv, who is some type of lawyer, says that she'll negotiate something as she does it for a living. Because of the confidentiality agreement that is had in Marion's office, they cannot speak to the other woman. Marion's assistant then announces her leaving, and the girls follow her out and ask for the other bride's name. Liv and Emma track Stephanie, the other bride, down as she is filling out her wedding registry. And Liv and Emma stalk her around the store trying to convince her, but are thrown out when they cause a scene. Liv and Emma talk about their options when Liv suggests one of them move their wedding from the plaza to somewhere else. But when they find they can't accept moving it, they say that one of them will have to move their date. And they say that they'll discuss it later. That night, Liv believes Emma will bend when Nate suggests a joint wedding. Yeah.
A joint. That's so weird. Why would you even say that?
Yeah, no, you don't do a joint wedding.
That is so tacky. Who would do that?
Yeah, like birthdays and stuff like that, sure.
A birthday party? Sure.
Yeah.
A wedding?
Nah. No. Yeah, you're not getting me on that.
No. I don't even like weddings, and I think that's a terrible idea.
Yeah, exactly. Honestly, either you have to honestly, and you would have to agree on everything working together.
Yeah.
2 brides agreeing on everything together. And then the ceremony is either super long because there's 2 of them, or you have to condense it.
like simultaneously, which
Yeah, exactly.
maybe worse.
That's
Like that's
confusing.
probably like the
Exactly.
worst thing I've ever heard in my entire life.
Exactly. Like you have the couple standing here and then like a pastor or whatever right in the middle. And then like whatever they're saying, they like say it to both of them at the same
Yeah.
time.
It's like, do you live in Nick? Is that his name?
Daniel.
Daniel, blah, 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 blah. Yes. Do you,
Do
blah,
you Emma
blah,
and
blah, blah,
Fletcher?
blah, 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 blah. Yes.
Yeah.
Everyone may kiss their bride.
I mean, it might be more cost effective.
Oh, I'm sure they'd find a way to like be like, well, since there's more than one bride, there's another bride fee that you have to pay, and blah 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 blah.
Yeah, that brings up the twin bride fee.
Yeah,
which is like double the original price.
And since you're going to be using the church for a slightly larger amount of time, there will be the double church fee. And
and because there will be double the amount of people, we will need to charge you double for people, for ushers and security.
And since you have an open bar, we're going to have to double the price.
Because you're getting more alcohol, you will need security.
Yeah. Also, our parking lot will be very full, so we're going to have to charge double the parking fee.
And if you would like to save the headache at 3 times the price, we can hire.
Don't have weddings. Moral of the story, don't have a wedding.
Yeah.
Just go to a church, sign the paperwork, and then have a party after.
You mean court?
Court. Church? Courthouse. Yes.
A courthouse.
But go to the church if you want to. I don't know.
Yeah. If you want to like
I'm telling you now, God does not care. he does not care.
But yeah, elope and have a really great reception.
Yeah. Have a great party.
Yeah, have a great party.
Just don't tell them it's a wedding cake. Just be like, I just need a cake, and then go to a store and buy the little bride and groom. Just put them on top of yourself.
Yeah, I mean, at that point, it isn't even a wedding reception. It's an elopement reception.
Yeah, it's a party.
It's a party. So Nate then tells Fletcher, who's doing his taxes apparently, and Emma about the joint wedding idea, which she immediately shoots down. Which good for her, because she wants to have her own moment, which also good for her because she's been living in Liv's shadow for way too long. Mm-hmm. Nathan feels bad about like Emma saying that she wants her own moment, and Emma just says that she'll compromise and get a new venue. Fletcher then tries to compliment Emma on her being accommodating, but it backfires. Yeah. He compares her to Simon and Paula. What is it called?
I have no idea. Oh, American Idol.
American Idol. I got the American part, but then like Next Top Model was in my head. I'm like, that's not correct.
America's Next Top Model. You know.
It's not correct.
Simon Cowell was on that.
Of course. Liv and Daniel are then picking out save the date cards when Fletcher calls Daniel for an update about where the girls are in their relationship. And when he finds out that Liv won't budge, Emma shows up home upset from work. Emma announces that she's going to call Liv after weeks of not talking. And Fletcher lets spill that her and Daniel are out shopping for save the dates. This makes Emma super upset because to her, it means that Liv wasn't going to budge on the date, and immediately sends out a badly worded email, save the date, for June 6th at the plaza, but leaves out Liv on the announcement.
Hilarious.
Later at their joint engagement party, wedding party, whatever that was, Liv finds out from Marissa and Amy that Emma already sent out her save the dates for June 6th, which makes her upset. When Emma arrives, her and Liv duke it out in front of everybody at the party. And they argue about their date again, but Emma won't budge, so Liv threatens her wedding.
Mm-hmm.
We then see that both weddings are happening on the 6th at 5 p.m.
Yeah, they couldn't even like stagger the times. They were like
even 5. Yeah, like at that point, you could have just been like, it was really crappy of you to send out the save the date before me, but maybe we could do it like 3 hours apart or something.
We can like stagger this. Like I get married in the morning, you get married at night, late afternoon, early evening.
Exactly. Right. But then Marianne has to tell both the ladies that they will need a new maid of honor. Emma and Liv go through a list of people to see who will be their new maid of honor, but none of it works out. So
they have other friends, which is so weird. Like they don't even like try to talk to those other friends they have. Those other friends aren't even bridesmaids. For either of them.
They could not agree for it. Honestly, Liv, because she had other bridesmaids, could have just upgraded one of them.
Yeah, just upgrade someone.
And Emma didn't have anybody, which is sad. But even she didn't have like somebody that was like she was on better terms with.
No.
Frick, dude. Y'all. But Liv asks her assistant to be her maid of honor, which she will have to pay him to do. And Emma asks Deb to be hers, which I would rather die than have Deb.
I'd rather have no one.
Exactly. While Emma and Marianne are having a little meeting, she tells Emma that her DJ bailed on her because she was outbid by another bride, which Emma believes was Liv. And later, when Marianne is cake tasting with Liv, Liv asks what Emma is getting, and Marianne kind of avoids answering, but says that she is getting a less expensive cake that isn't as flashy, and Liv takes that as a personal attack. Marianne then leaves to deal with other business, which leads Liv to finding Emma's like wedding planner book.
Mm-hmm.
And she sees that she's taking dance lessons and has a like video life montage at her wedding.
Weird, but yeah.
Yeah, that's more of a like engagement party thing.
Mm-hmm.
Like, look how we've grown together. I don't know. Even then, that seems a little cringe to me.
Yeah, it's very cringy.
Liv is on her treadmill back at her office, just stuffing her face with chocolate and ripping apart Emma's choices for her wedding when she gets a delivery of chocolate that she thinks is from Daniel, but is actually from Emma. Emma does this like multiple times throughout the movie. How much money is she spending?
I don't know, but it has to be a lot because like she's having them like delivered to her,
and they're like, it seems to be like top tier packages.
Mm-hmm. Like that cookie bouquet thingy looked very expensive.
And those cookies were huge.
They were huge.
Emma and Fletcher are at their dance class, and Fletcher isn't too excited about it when their very eccentric dance teacher comes in. We get a very weird like montage of them dancing, quote unquote.
Mm-hmm.
And they are dead after their lesson until they find out that their actual teacher has just arrived, and Emma deduces that Liv changed the times on them.
Yep.
After Emma and Fletcher leave the class, he makes a comment about Daniel not controlling Liv, which sets Emma off, but he doesn't want to talk about it and walks away.
Red flag.
Two
red flags, but
yeah, two.
That whole controlling her thing was a huge red flag.
That was a bigger red flag, yeah. That's gross. He's not controlling his woman.
He's not controlling his woman.
Yeah, control these hands, bro. Marianne then tells us that the last month of wedding planning tests a couple's communication and problem solving. And for Emma and Fletcher, it tears them apart. But with Liv and Daniel, it brings out the best in them. But it still stresses Liv out, and she keeps eating all the sweets that Emma has been secretly sending her.
Mm-hmm. Also, does Liv ever work?
I feel like she doesn't.
Like, does she ever do any actual work at her job? Because every time we see her in her office, she's just wedding planning. Like, she's not actually doing any work.
I know. And at the beginning of this movie, she's made like the top representative for whatever people she's supposed to be, I don't know, defending or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
But like, shouldn't she be like freaking out about that? I don't know. I don't know how lawyers work.
I don't know either. I don't get it. I don't get the whole billable hour thing. I don't get the whole.
Yeah, I have no idea.
I don't get none of it. And then for a lawyer, she has like a lot of extra time on her hands.
She does.
She like leaves work like all the time.
Yeah. And she just can ignore calls.
Yeah, she ignores calls.
I'll just get them later.
She's like, let's go out to lunch, and just leaves her office. She goes on like runs before work and shit.
Mm-hmm. And it's like full on morning when she goes for her runs.
She'll go out for like dinner or drinks or whatever every night, seemingly. And I'm like, I have like just a regular job.
Yeah.
And I can't do all of that shit.
Right.
So how are you doing this as a high-powered lawyer?
Right. If this is what lawyers' jobs actually look like, I think I might actually go back to school.
It's really not.
It's really not.
And isn't her what is her fiance? What is Daniel? They made him. They made like.
He said something about hedge funds.
They made like a comment about how Daniel was pretty much never home, and I'm like, that makes sense.
Yeah, that does make sense.
But you seemingly are always home, or always with your friends, or always out. And I'm like, how are you doing this?
Right. How are you able to make all of this money but not work?
Let me in on your secret.
I know. I would like to learn this amazing work-life balance that you've got created for yourself.
I'm trying to keep up my lifestyle in California, so I really need to know. Thanks.
Thank you. So Liv gets a cookie basket, which she thinks is also from Daniel. And Kevin tries to warn her about fitting into her dress, but Liv just says she's got it under control. Kevin then gives her a package with a newspaper from her and Emma's hometown with their wedding announcements, but her photo is very unflattering next to Emma's. Mm-hmm. So she decides to sabotage Emma. Liv is then at lunch during a workday.
Yeah.
With Amy, and Liv starts a rumor that Emma is pregnant, and that is why she's getting married so quickly. Yeah. I mean, couldn't they say the same thing?
They could say the same thing about you. You were also getting married in a month.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
On the same day.
Exactly. So Liv is trying on her dress at home and finding that she's gained 5 pounds and can't fit the dress anymore.
Look, I had to laugh because they had what's this actress's name?
Who? Kate Hudson?
Kate Hudson. They had Kate Hudson walk around half naked talking about, I'm so fat. She was so fucking toned. I was like, are you kidding me?
Yeah.
Fat?
Right. At that point, I am a whale.
Right? I'm like, what are the rest of us if you're considered fat?
Right. Like, I would love to gain 5 pounds and look like that.
Like, I could see, like, you could see, like, the outline of her abs. And she was like, I'm so fat. Why am I not fitting in this? And I was just like, because you don't fit in it, sweetie.
Yeah.
Get it resized.
Yeah, that's literally it.
Like, you're not fat in the slightest.
Bro. And she blames Daniel for this because he's been sending her treats. Daniel says that he hasn't, and Liv figures out that it's Emma sending them to her to sabotage her fitting into her wedding dress. Also, the fact that she ate butter from around the world.
Yeah.
Very concerning.
Very concerning.
Like, do people actually do this? Just eat sticks of butter?
Do people like the taste of butter?
I don't, unless it's on something.
I don't either.
And then I'm like picky about my butter
I
for
don't
some
even
reason.
like I don't yeah, I am too. Like I don't like certain butter like on my toast. Like I
Hmm.
like sometimes like the butter is like not hitting.
Yeah, I get that.
So like I don't understand how someone could just eat just sticks
Eat
of butter,
butter, right?
just
Like
sticks of fat, just
yeah,
in their mouth.
like I understand that there's like specialty butters that are like flavored and stuff like that, but even then,
Even them.
that's still butter, dude.
And actually, I don't even know if I would like a flavored butter. That
Oh, I
actually
know.
sounds really bad.
I know. You know what would freak me out is because like people put like herbs and stuff in it. I would see the chunks in it and be like,
You're
no,
right. No chunks. I'm so
no,
sorry.
no
Can't do
chunks,
this.
please.
I need my butter to be smooth.
Smooth, please. Make it whipped, please.
Yes.
No.
The only acceptable thing to put in butter is like a teeny bit of honey. A teeny bit of honey.
Yeah,
That's
I can
it.
get with that. I can get with
Honey
that.
butter. That's it.
Honey butter with like hot dinner rolls.
Yeah, that's it.
Freaking good. Um, Marion then tells us that the last week before the wedding is super crucial for brides to get their appearance in order. Liv puts a disguise on. I say that very loosely.
She
And
puts on like a hat and like a trench
she
coat.
puts a scarf. She puts a scarf and glasses on. And sabotages Emma's tan appointment by taking out the lighter tan that she was going for and making her just straight up orange.
Okay, why was she getting a tan a week before her wedding?
Right.
And thank you for getting a spray tan instead of going to a tanning bed.
Yes, because that is way better for you, by the
Way
way.
better for you. But why do they even offer that color? Like
Right.
it's like Oompa Loompa
Who does that look
orange.
good on?
It looks good on no one.
Like I know that like for bodybuilding shows and the stuff like my cousin did all of that, and she had to have like a specific tan done to her, and she
But
looked
even
kind
those
of
are
orange,
but even those are
but she
darker
didn't look
than
like
that.
that.
Yeah,
Right.
even those are darker
Yeah.
than that.
Yeah, because Emma was just straight up the color orange.
Orange.
It wasn't like a burnt orange or anything. It
No,
was
it
just
was orange. Like who is buying that color? Why do you
And
have it in
why?
stock?
Yeah, don't. Um, Emma then shows up to work orange even after like scrubbing her body raw. And Deb does not reassure her that she looks good.
No, she's like, babe, you look terrible.
Yeah. Yeah. Emma then sabotages Liv's highlight color by trading out the blonde highlights that she was going to get with blue.
Yeah. And then the guy is like, I can fix this. And I was like, I don't think you can, but you know, you could try.
At that point, you're just causing more damage to your hair trying to get it out.
Right. I was like, maybe you could just try black hair for your wedding because I
Yeah.
don't think blonde is going to work out.
Yeah, no. Maybe you can be a brunette for your wedding.
Brunette.
Yeah.
Hey, it'll really complement your blue eyes. It'll
Of
really make
course.
them pop.
Pop. Mm-hmm. And everyone wants to be the dark-haired, light-eyed person anyway.
Yeah.
So.
And then we'll do extensions, we'll do layering, make it like really big, really like flowy. Because like the blonde is not happening.
It's not happening.
It's not happening.
Sorry, honey. Liv then finds the video of Emma from one of their spring breaks where she got really drunk, I guess. I don't know. And she wants to use it as Emma's wedding video montage and switch it out with what she planned.
Yep.
Emma gets home to find her and Fletcher's apartment full of baby supplies and immediately calls Marissa about it.
Keep that though, just in case. Keep it.
Yeah, keep that.
Keep that stuff.
Baby stuff's expensive.
It is expensive. Keep it.
I would have kept it.
Go buy yourself a storage locker. Throw it all in there.
Marissa, Amy, and Kathy then show up to Liv's bachelorette party at a male strip club where Emma is also like hiding at. She's like there to sabotage that as well.
Yeah.
This is where we started watching it together, by the way.
Yes, it is. Actually, we started watching together when Liv's hair turned blue.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, because then we were doing other things, but this is like I remember watching this part with you.
Yes, I distinctly remember watching this with you. It was because the secondhand
Yes.
embarrassment I feel.
Oh yeah. I had to walk around the room while it happened. Liv is then announced as an upcoming bride and is brought on stage with the other dancers. Officer, not your husband.
Mhm.
Terrible name, by the way. Emma then announces herself as another bride to be, and she is brought up on stage. A dance war is then announced between the two, and Emma obviously wins because Liv, honey, what were you doing?
What were you doing? But very embarrassing.
Yeah, like
Very
I
bad.
Emma was not better,
She was not. She was just giving more
but
energy.
yeah, she committed.
She
Is
committed.
is is what we're saying. But Liv obviously loses, and she feels defeated, but drinks away the sadness with some shots
Yeah.
on a work night. By
On
the
a
way,
work night.
before
A
the next
big meeting with clients.
yes, exactly, that she's representing for the
Not one
first
of her
time.
regular work days where she just goes on the treadmill and
Ignores calls.
ignores calls.
It's a big day.
It's a big day.
So Liv wakes up late the next morning and goes to rush into her meeting, but Kevin reminds her of her blue hair. Liv then decides that it's a good idea to cover her hair with her shirt.
Yeah.
This is a titties out kind of look.
Yeah.
And Liv enters the meeting with all of that look going on, and she does not have any of her legal documents together and proceeds to have a breakdown and yells at the people that she's representing, and she is immediately taken off the case.
Yeah, as she should be.
As she should, yeah, because that was very unprofessional.
It was very unprofessional. It was embarrassing. Yeah. No coming back from that.
That night, Liv breaks down to Daniel, and he reassures her. Liv thinks that Emma is right about her needing to be perfect and how exhausting all of that is. And Daniel is basically like, babe, you could be human. It's fine.
Yeah.
You're a little too strung tight. Just
just calm down. Loosen up a little bit.
Take a deep breath.
Yeah. Let's go to a spa after the wedding.
Yeah. Just take a little breather. Emma is almost back to her normal color and gloats about her victory over Liv to Fletcher, but he is over hearing her talk about that and how she's been acting recently. They argue about her character change and fail to communicate about what they actually need to talk about. And Fletcher just decides to leave for the gym.
Yeah, a lot of I made a comment when we were watching it. I was like,
yes, he did.
I was like, that dude is not going to the gym. What's his name? Fletcher. Fletcher does a lot of this. A lot of just leaving.
He doesn't want to communicate and just runs away.
Yeah, just runs away. As if he's a child.
He is.
He's a man-child.
He's a man-child.
He's a man-child.
Honestly, if I was Emma, I would have been like, bro, this is a huge red flag right before our wedding.
Yes. So, we're already at like 5 red flags.
Exactly.
Drop him.
And you've known each other for 10 years? Girl.
Or she's been putting up with this for 10 years?
10 years. Not me. Liv then eventually gets the color out of her hair. And she catches sight of Emma out on one of her runs. And when she calls out to her, Emma can't hear her because she's listening to music.
Yeah, and I think she thinks like she's just ignoring her.
Yeah, she's ignoring her. Emma then tries to call Liv, but Kevin answers and says that she's too busy. And when he goes to ask who has called, she has already hung up.
Yep.
Emma then runs into Nate, and he drags her to find a tux for his sister's wedding. Why haven't you found your tux earlier, Nate?
Right. Like,
that gives me anxiety.
Isn't it like in 2 days?
Right. Like, dude, you should have found this months ago.
Yeah.
Unless this is just a fitting, the final fitting for like you to pick it up.
Yeah.
Which is
because literally I got my I got my like not tux. I got my suit for my
Suit.
cousin's wedding like a week before the wedding. Like I had like my final like
Yeah.
try this on, make sure everything fits
Mm-hmm.
a week before.
Yeah. That's how it normally goes, Nate.
Yeah.
Ugh, please plan better. During the fitting, Nate checks in with Emma and she vents about how her wedding and the whole planning of it isn't going as she dreamed it would. She then distracts herself with tying his bow tie. And when she's finished doing that, she leaves. There's supposed to be some weird tension between
Yeah,
them,
they
but I
throw
don't.
in we're at the end of the movie at this point.
Yeah, we're at the end of the
And
movie.
they throw in this weird like romantic tension between these two that was not
Yeah.
there earlier.
Mm-mm.
And I'm like, why?
Yeah. Also, it's more like, from what I was feeling, it's like he clearly likes her,
Yeah.
and that's about it. That's what
Yeah.
I got from it.
Yeah.
I did not feel anything from her.
it's very much a one-sided romance
Oh yeah, yeah.
until the very end of the
The
movie.
very end of the movie. Um, the wedding date arrives for both Emma and Liv, and Marion and her crew rush to get both of the weddings set up. Liv is all dressed up with her bridesmaids as Emma is getting ready with Deb, and she finally breaks and goes off on Deb to let her have her moment because it's her wedding.
Because Deb is literally like, you're wearing that veil
Mm-hmm.
like on the date, like right when she's about to walk out. And I'm like,
Yeah,
girl.
girl. Like, I know you're not a great person, but you know
Right.
how to read social cues, bro. That was not the moment to do that.
But
The
don't worry,
guests,
Emma got her in line.
yeah, she did. Good for her, finally. The guests are arriving, and Nate meets with Emma's father, who wants to have a word with both of them. He then wishes her and Nate luck before going to see Emma. Kevin then goes to give Liv a drink, and that reminds Liv about the sabotage DVD. And she goes to give him the correct one to give to Marion, but on his way to give it to her, he throws it out.
Yeah. Why is he so invested in this? Who knows?
Right. He's all like, you're going to thank me later, Liv. Like, bro, if I found out, like, later that
That
you're the reason all this,
right?
I would have killed him.
I'm gonna kill you.
Because I wanted to make it right, and you clearly sabotaged that. Like, that
Yeah.
even wasn't on Liv. That was
Like
on
not
Kevin.
like a little bit skipping ahead. Not only did you ruin her wedding, but you kind of ruined mine. So I'm
Right.
gonna have to fight you.
Exactly.
Like you're gonna have to
Honestly.
catch these hands. I'm so
Right.
sorry.
Right. Like, I know I said I'd pay you for all of this, but not anymore,
Yeah,
bro.
you're not actually you owe me money.
Yeah, right. For the emotional pain that I went through on my own wedding
Exactly.
day. Deb then brings in Emma's parents, and Emma shows off to her mother that she's wearing her dress. And is a little disappointed with her mother's reaction
Her
because she's
mom
like,
does not care.
she does not. She's all like, you could have worn a paper bag and you would have been beautiful. Like,
Right? She was like, you did not have to wear this.
yeah,
Yeah.
literally.
She was like, you literally could have wore whatever you wanted. I don't
Yeah.
care.
Right, right. And Emma's like,
Damn.
oh.
She's like, well, at least I saved a little bit of money.
right, exactly. There you go. But
Always
then
a bright side.
at the end of the day, she did waste money though, because she still had to pay for her wedding.
Yeah. She wasted a lot of money.
Yeah, she did.
A lot of
Because you
money.
can't get any of that back. It's literally
Nope.
the day of. So her dad then brings in the old wedding box that her and Liv made when they were little, and he puts the little blue pin that they found when they were when they witnessed that June wedding all those years ago, and he puts it into her hair. Marion then comes to get Emma, and when she asks to run down to see Liv, Marion just says, "It's time for your wedding."
Yeah. It's like, no.
Actually,
Like we don't have time for that. We gotta go.
She's like, simply no.
Like the music is starting in 45 seconds. We gotta get going.
Exactly. Kevin then gets Liv and her party ready for her own wedding. Liv and Emma then catch each other's eyes right before they go into their weddings. And Emma goes into hers as Liv watches. Emma starts her wedding, and when her father asks if she's happy, she can't reply, which if I can't,
Yikes.
if you can't even say that you're happy on your own wedding day right before it's supposed to happen, call it off.
Yeah.
Just like ask for a few minutes if you're actually nervous. But if you're having doubts, y'all, take a minute.
Also, Emma's wedding venue is very ugly.
Yeah.
Very, very ugly.
Like, I'm not a fan of the colors,
No.
first off. And then whatever that little hot air balloon thing that they had. I'm not into that either.
I liked the idea, but the like shape
execution
of it was awful. It looked like a water balloon with like netting around it.
Yeah.
It wasn't good.
Also, that was a small venue.
It was a very small. I mean, like no one was there.
True.
No one was there.
But still.
Which, like, if you're spending all this money to be at the plaza, people should be there.
Yeah. But Emma can't reply, and when the video starts as she's walking down the aisle, it's of her drunk at a bar dancing
in Mexico.
Mexico, and Fletcher does not look happy.
No.
On the other side of the building, Liv has started her wedding, and Emma rushes from hers to Liv's and tackles her as she's going down the aisle.
Yeah. Liv's wedding venue is miles and miles better, but it's still kind of ugly to me.
Yeah, like I like the flower things that they had along the aisle, but whatever like centerpiece that they had
the centerpiece was horrid.
Way too gaudy. Yeah,
Also, I kind of didn't like all the gold in there. I just don't I don't like stuffy classic style. Yeah. I don't.
I feel like it gets way too busy.
Yeah, there's too much happening all at once.
Yeah. Also, I can't even imagine how expensive whatever that thing behind them was. That looked really ornate.
It was probably worth more than the fucking building they were in.
Probably. What the heck? So the girls fight, and Nate lets them because Daniel tries to break it up before Emma collapses and says that she can't fight with her anymore. And they lay on the floor for a moment.
Mm-hmm.
They sit up and see the mess that they've caused with both of their weddings. And Emma gets up first and goes to Fletcher, who accuses her of acting just like Liv. And Emma says that he's in love with a version of her that doesn't exist anymore, and that they've both changed over the years, but refused to like grow with one another, I guess. Liv has gotten up and is with Daniel, and she watches as Emma gives her ring back to Fletcher. Emma and Liv then apologize to one another, and Liv says that if Emma can't have the dream wedding that she wants, neither does she. But Emma says if her and Fletcher were perfect for each other, then they would be getting married anyway.
Yeah.
Liv then says that she's changed, and they make up. Marion calls for a reset, and Emma gives Liv the blue hairpin before walking her down the aisle. Yeah. At the reception, Amy hooks up with Kevin, or is going to hook up with Kevin,
who may or may not be gay.
Yeah, that he said he wasn't into labels.
Yeah, when she asked if he was gay.
Well, if she asked if he was, he didn't answer.
He didn't answer. She just immediately started making out with him.
Yeah.
And then I was like, yeah, he probably just likes making out with people. I understand that.
Probably, yeah.
Like, it's probably not going to go any further than that. He's probably like, I'll make out with you. Like, I love making out with people. But,
Also, this is exciting because we're at a wedding, we're drunk, whatever.
The deed will not be done.
Yeah. Marissa then apologized to Kathy about her divorce, which happened, maybe 3 to 4 months after her wedding.
We're like 4 months out of her wedding, maybe.
Yeah, maybe. But at minimum.
And she's divorced.
Already. And Nate and Emma dance together. Liv sees them together and goes to stop it, but Daniel says to let it happen. Marion says that it's special to find that one person who completes you, and it can be anyone, even your best friend.
Mm-hmm. I'm sure Marion was very happy because now she gets paid for 2 weddings and only had to work one.
Exactly.
Also, everyone in the crowd was dancing to a different song.
Yeah.
Everyone
Yeah, they
was
were.
like, everyone was dancing to a different song.
Yeah, nothing was adding up with what they were
Yeah.
playing.
No,
You can't
no.
even blame it on them being white people and
Like
white
some
people.
of them were slow dancing, and then some of them were like rocking out. And I was like,
Mm-hmm.
pick a genre,
Yeah, pick a genre, pick a vibe.
pick a vibe.
Let's all agree here. We then flash to 1 year later, and Emma meets Liv at a restaurant. And apparently, Emma has
Oh,
married
I thought they
Nate.
were at the, I thought they were at the, what's the name of this hotel? The
Are they at
Plaza.
the plaza?
I thought they were at the
Okay.
Plaza.
Well, I guess they're at the plaza then. Emma has married Nate at some point during the year.
Yeah.
And both announce that they are pregnant and are due on the same date, March 3rd. And that
Yeah,
is the end of the movie.
that's the end of the movie.
Are you ready for some movie facts?
I am.
So originally, this movie was supposed to be a teen comedy with Emma Roberts as Liv and Nikki Reed as Emma.
A teen
A
comedy
teen
about
comedy.
marriage?
I don't know. There was no explanation. I tried to find one. There was none.
K.
Yeah.
K.
This movie was also directed by the same guy who did 13 Going on 30, which is also an iconic movie,
I
by
see
the
the
way.
vibes.
I
Okay.
see the vibes, yes. Kate Hudson actually got a hit in during the fight scene with Anne Hathaway.
Love that for her.
She didn't realize she hit her until after they filmed it and Anne was icing her face.
Oh, love Anne for not saying anything.
I know, what a professional. Gets bopped in the face and keeps going.
She's like, keep going, keep
Keep
going.
going. This is the vibe. This is Kate Hudson's first movie that she produced.
Oh, she produces.
Yes, she did.
Oh, okay.
And I guess several wives and girlfriends, of the 2009 Red Sox. So of some of the 2009 Red Sox players were extras as the during the wedding shower scene at the beginning of the movie.
Why?
I don't know. That it was very specific, but
Were they just bored? They were like, you want to
I
do something this
guess
weekend? You want to be in a movie?
right. I was like, oh my gosh, girls, I got a call, and they're looking for some people. Let's just go spend our afternoon
Put
on
on a
a film set.
sundress
Right.
and let's pretend to get drunk and watch Kate Hudson and Anne Hathaway argue.
Nobody else has any plans, right?
Yeah. It's going to be an all day thing. So, like, be
Yes.
prepared.
Yeah, be prepared. And that's all I have for movie facts. There weren't that many. That's literally like the good ones that I wanted to share with you.
Okay.
So here's the question, Jordan.
Mm-hmm.
Is this movie iconic?
Nah, I don't think so.
Yeah,
It
I
was
agree with
okay.
that. It's a pretty good movie, I will say.
I didn't regret watching it. I mean, I watched
Yeah.
it. I watched it twice,
You
so
did watch it twice.
I didn't really regret it.
Yeah.
I wouldn't consider it iconic.
Yeah. Like I love my girl, Anne Hathaway.
Love Anne Hathaway.
But
I'll watch anything she's in, except for that
exactly.
movie she did with Matthew McConaughey. Not that movie she did. Not Interstellar. There was another one she did that was like a thriller.
Ooh.
Didn't watch it.
I didn't know she did a thriller.
Yeah, she did a thriller with Matthew McConaughey where I think like she kills her husband or he kills her husband or someone kills her husband. I don't remember. Saw the trailer for it and I was like, I'm good. I don't need to watch that.
Is it recent?
I'd say within the last 5 to 6 years.
Oh. What the heck? Good
But
for
yeah.
her, I guess.
But yeah, love Anne Hathaway.
Yeah, we love her.
Queen
of Genovia.
Yes.
But yeah, I don't think it's iconic. Sorry, Anne.
Sorry, Anne.
Also, Kate, you are in better things too.
Is she?
Is it she?
What else is she in other than How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days?
I mean,
I feel like those are the only two Kate Hudson movies I've ever seen.
really? She
Yeah,
was in
but
Something Borrowed.
oh, I did watch Something Borrowed. Was that a good movie? No.
Fool's Gold? Come on.
Never seen Fool's Gold.
You haven't?
Nope.
That's on my
Never
list.
seen Almost Famous either.
Maybe we need to do another Kate Hudson movie. Oh, you haven't seen Almost Famous either?
No.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
You haven't seen too many.
Haven't. Didn't she just play the same character in all these movies anyway?
Kind of.
Yeah, I'm good.
Her last movie was in 2010.
Yikes.
Do you want to take on the job of getting Kate Hudson a job?
Nah.
Okay.
She's fine.
your fake agency that we have going on here.
I'm fine.
Okay.
Oh, she was in Mother's Day?
Yeah, she was in Mother's Day.
Oh,
have you seen Mother's Day?
I've seen Mother's Day. No, I have not.
Oh my god.
I think that's one of the only like those holiday like ensemble movies that I have not seen.
Okay. It's kind of good.
The last one I saw was, what was it, New Year's Eve?
On New Year's Day.
New Year's Day, whatever it was.
Whatever it is.
I think that was the last one I saw.
I don't think I've seen that movie fully through.
But yeah, I guess I'm just not a
Kate Hudson
stan. But it's fine. Okay. She has like, what is it called? Fabletics. She has that going for her. So she's fine.
Yeah, she's good.
She's good.
She's not hurting.
She's not hurting for cash.
No, she's
her not. Brother, on the other hand, might be, but that's a whole nother story.
Yeah, we're not going to talk about that.
We're not going to talk about that. How do you actually have? How do you have Goldie Hawn and whoever your father is as your father,
and then not make it?
And not make it. But you know, whatever.
Whatever. Okay, Jordan. What are your recommendations for this week?
Oh, I have two. So my first one is a new EP. It just came out for us. By the time you're listening to this, it's been out for a while. It's called The Lead by Flo. Great EP. Great songs. Great. They're a girl group from, I think, England. Amazing music. Two favorite songs. Summertime and Feature Me. Listen to them.
They're
Summertime is my self-appointed song of the summer.
Yes it is.
Yes. So go ahead and get in on that right now. Get in early. You all, you're not really early because you missed Cardboard Box, but
we're willing to keep you in now.
Yeah,
you're not getting. Welcome you.
Yeah, you're not getting in on the ground floor, but you're like on the fifth or sixth floor.
Yeah.
Not a bad place to start. Get in before they blow up. Just get in right now, so you can say you were there. Early.
You were there.
My second one is Adore by Cashmere Cat featuring Ariana Grande. First off, any song they do together is a hit.
Yes.
A hit. But Adore has a special place in my heart. I love this song so much. This song raised me. It kept me alive in the darkest of times. Love Adore. It's like a good, like perfect mix of like pop and like electronic music. Perfect. Love it.
Chef's kiss. Thank you.
Thank you, Cashmere Cat. When the world needed you most, you disappeared. But you know, it's vanished, okay. But maybe you'll be like Avatar and you'll just pop up later.
Right.
Save us all.
Exactly.
Bring Ariana with you.
Please. Okay. So I also have two this week. My first one is Beauty and the Madness by Rex Life Raj. I hope I'm saying that right. Fireboy DML and Wale. Such a good song. We love Wale.
I know one of those people.
Yeah, you do know one of these people. And my second song, it kept popping up on the playlist that we were listening to while we drove. Love Language by Kehlani.
Perfect song.
I forgot how much I love that song, and I think I've been listening to it constantly since we got home.
Perfect song. Yes, we heard it like
such
twice.
A good song. Yeah.
We heard it like once on the way there and once on the way back. And I was like, perfect.
Yeah. It's such a good song. Please go listen to that.
Great
Honestly,
song.
that album is really good too.
Great album.
Go listen to it.
Kehlani is amazing.
Right.
Love Kehlani.
We love her. Thank you, Kehlani.
Yeah. Well, that's it for us. What a wild time we had this past week.
Yes.
Glad to still be alive.
Yes, we love that for you.
Love that for me. So thank you so much for listening. Don't forget to follow us on our social media. We have a Twitter and an Instagram. They're both at SY2II Podcast. Also, don't forget to send us your movie requests or your movie stories at our email, sy2iipodcast@gmail.com. If you're one of those ladies who took a day trip to be in a movie,
right,
email us. What was that like?
Right. Did you and like your whole WAG club just like show up to the set?
Yeah. Also, what's it like being compared to like a dog hotel? WAG. Love that for you.
Yeah, maybe we should rethink the wives and girlfriends.
Yeah,
acronym.
Let's get a new acronym.
It's like straightforward, but literally it's called the WAG.
There's a show called The Game. It's literally about football players and their wives and girlfriends. And the wives and girlfriends are called like the Sunbeams or something. So maybe we need a rebrand.
Oh, that is cute.
Maybe we need a rebrand. Because Wags is not hitting.
Yeah. Y'all a bunch of dogs out here, dude.
I'll come up with a new name. Just like email us.
Yeah.
sy2iipodcast@gmail.com. Just email us. I will come up with a new name. Because Wags is not it. You sound like animals. Also, shares with your friends and your family. Subscribe to us on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, wherever you listen to your podcasts. And rate and review us on Apple Podcasts with 5 stars, please.
Thank you.
It's my birthday, so give me 5 stars.
Yes, please.
Please, and thank you. Also, continue to wear your mask, please. Stay hygienic. Wash your hands, especially you men. Wash your hands with soap and water.
Yeah.
At Disneyland, I saw a couple of men just walk out.
Oh, that's so gross. Why are some of y'all like that?
That's why I keep my hand sanitizer on me all times. Stay clean, stay hygienic, and stay iconic.
Stay iconic, y'all.
Bye.
Bye.